Hello, 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 you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I'm going to give you guys some time to. What? What? I'm just figuring things out. I am just going to allow you guys some time to join the live before we get started. And as usual, you guys know that um I am multitasking as usual. Let me see here. Oh, wait 1 second, you guys. What does it say? I'm getting notifications. What does it say? It's going to be what it's going to be at this point. Because I think I'm going to have to, if I have to go out, I'm going to have to end the live in order to go out. Let me see what it actually says though. So I'm giving you guys a chance to come in. You guys, when you come in, be sure to hit the like button. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want my title to be. So you guys, when you come in, be able to say hi to the T-Bird. Say hi to the T-Bird, you guys, and hit that like button and make sure that you guys are subscribed as you guys are coming in. You guys know I am multitasking, so as you guys are coming in, I am finishing putting on painting my nails. I have been loving this new nail polish I just got off of Amazon, you guys. It's old. Do you guys remember this? This was old school brand Sally Hansen. Oh my God, this just reminds me of being a teenager. We used to wear Sally Hansen all the time. So this one is Sally Hansen Instant Dry Chrome. Chrome. Wait. Oh, but the actual name of the color is called Lustrous Gold. Look at this, you guys. I have been rocking the dog crap out of this here good nail polish. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you are viewing from and hit that like button and subscribe. We have a goal of meeting 10,000 subscribers this year. I really set a logo, but I'm just like, let's just set 10,000. And I just came up with 10,000 subscribers, you guys, because I remember reading, and I don't even know if this is still true, but I remember reading. Can you guys hear me? Is my mic on? Mic 1 2, check, 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 1 2. You guys know how goofy I am. I will go through a whole live and there will be no audio. But I'm hoping that you guys will tell me if you guys can hear me. Be sure to let me know. But before we get into some of these video clips that I have queued up for us to react to and watch today regarding why more and more people are choosing, both men and women, are choosing to be single because this modern day dating is trash. You guys know this modern day dating, these people are going through it. I say these people because I don't have a dog in the fight. I am celibate. I have taken a vow of lifetime celibacy. So this is why I say you people are struggling out here with this modern day dating. But people are choosing to, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm looking down just simply because I'm just letting you guys come into the chat. And I'm painting my nails while I'm painting my nails while I'm waiting. You guys know I'm a multitasker. But more and more people, you guys, both men and women, are choosing to be single instead of dealing with the headache of being in a relationship. And so today we are going to actually watch both men and women say the reasons as to why they are choosing to be single instead of being in a relationship. You guys be sure to like the video as you guys are coming in, and be sure to subscribe. I'm on my other hand, so I'm almost done. I'm just giving you guys some time to come into the live. And you guys, I just made my mind up just about 5 minutes ago. I used to like when I used to do those kind of impromptu lives with you guys on my phone. Remember, did any of my people been with me for a long time? You guys remember I used to do the lives when I was in my kitchen, and I would be cooking while I was on the live with you guys. Oh, I used to love that. Used to feel like you guys were just sitting in the kitchen with me while I was cooking. I love that. So I'm going to start doing some more like impromptu. This is why I tell you guys, be sure to have your notification bell turned on for all notifications, because I'm going to just start doing some pop-up lives. They're not going to be scheduled. They're just going to be some pop-up lives, very informal, very just sitting back, chilling, talking, chatting it up with you guys. Okay, so I've given you guys a little bit of time to come into the chat. So let's go ahead. Can you guys hear me? Make sure that you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, put a 1 or a thumbs up in the chat so that I know that you guys can hear me before we go ahead and get started. But we are going to go ahead and get started. My nails are painted. Hey, 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 hey. A little bit of behind the scenes. Oh no, that one, I didn't kind of cover it all the way. Wait a minute. This one, because it's going to dry. So I want it's called instant dry, so it's supposed to dry really, really fast. So I want to make sure to get that part that I missed. I have been just jamming out, you guys, to my Jill Scott, the new album, To Whom This May Concern. This girl did her thing on this album. I have just been playing it on repeat. And she will be here, you guys, Jill Scott. She will be here on August 15th at the Palms here in Las Vegas. I already have my ticket. I am so freaking excited. I don't know what to do. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. And let's hear from, let's start off with the women. And let's hear from some of these women as to why they are preferring to be single instead of being in these relationships. So let's pull up the first video that I have here for you guys. And let's listen to this lady. Look at her. She's so jazzy. I love seeing these older women. She looks like, yeah, she may be an older lady, but God, she is jazzy. Look at this pink fur and the glasses. Darling, darling. She is doing it. Let's listen to this, you guys. Move this just a little bit so I can see. Okay.
I promise you, as a living witness, 100% of the women that I know personally. Now, if I don't know you, if I don't have your number in my phone, I can't pull up on you, we don't talk, I'm not talking to you. But 100% of the married women that I know are miserable. Yep. Okay? For whatever reason they choose to stay or whatever, I know for a fact the women that I know, miserable. I just had somebody, a married woman in my car, and all they doing is she arguing with her husband. Get off the phone with him. She complaining about him. Statistics, because it's always a man that get on here, that's why you single. When a man tell you that's why you single, take it as a compliment. Okay?
Absolutely, you guys. I when I heard this resonated so much with me, because that was the first thing that I was thinking, is that all of the married women that I know, like all of them, have horror stories about their husbands. This is where I get a lot of the data from that I'm always telling you guys about, as far as the 6 things that you're guaranteed to get when you get with this man. It comes from my personal experience, and it also comes from all the women that I know personally who are married to these men. They are miserable. It's just always an issue. It's always something going on with these guys all the time. This is why I also tell you guys that when these men are saying, oh, don't listen to single women, don't listen to women like a Tracy Unplugged because they going to keep you single. No, a lot of these, especially these younger women, they're choosing to be single because they are literally listening to married women and listening to their horror stories. And they're like, I don't want to be in that situation. A lot of these women are listening to and watching their moms, their aunts, their older sisters who are married to these men, and they're seeing their experiences. And so they're saying, I don't want to be like my mom. I don't want to be stuck in some relationship, in some marriage with a PDF file. I don't want to be in a marriage with a man who's going to physically abuse me, financially abuse me, holding all the money. I got to get an allowance. A lot of these single women are witnessing married women. They're listening to married women tell their stories, and that's the reason why they're choosing to be single.
Straight up. Because statistics, I don't really like to quote statistics because all of that stuff don't matter to me. I know my reality. But statistics show that the happiest people are married men and single women.
Yep.
The majority of the burden of your marriage is going to fall on the wife. I don't want to hear shit, none of that about you men. First of all, if you got a good woman, a lot of y'all do not appreciate her. You know, but I'm telling you from what I've seen and from my own experience as just taking the time out to be single after my relationship, I would not have been as successful as I am in my business, my new business ventures that I have, if I was in a relationship.
Facts. How many times do I tell my ladies this? You cannot fully give and concentrate on your business, on your money, on getting the bag, and give 100% to this man in this relationship. This is why I always tell my ladies, like, stop wearing yourself so thin. Stop spreading yourself so thin. Like, you cannot do it all. Stop trying to be Superwoman. This is exactly my experience with being in relationships with men. Every time that I was in my single season, every time that I was not concentrating and focusing in on a man, my businesses thrived. I would be at the peak of my earning potential every time I was in a single season. Why? Because all of that time, energy, and effort, I was literally just pouring it into what I always call my businesses my babies. It was like I was just pouring all of that energy into my baby, aka my business. I was the most creative, I was the most successful, I was the most innovative when I was single, when it came to my business. Every time I would get into a relationship with a man, I would then focus in all of my energy, my attention and effort into this man, into this relationship, into this marriage, and every time my business would suffer. Every single time.
Men are too fucking needy.
Hi, Joyous. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi when you guys come into the chat. Say hi to the T-Bird when you guys come into the chat.
They competitive, and then they jealous. It's always, you don't never make time for me. You don't this, you don't that. It's always complaining about what you don't do. I ain't got to listen to none of that. I can walk around the comforts of my own home, butt ass naked, and eat a bowl of cereal if that's what I want to do. I ain't got to worry about somebody coming in asking me.
Yeah.
Man, what you cook? You cook something?
Oh.
You know, man. slapping me on my ass or whatever. Just whatever it is that women go through, what I've gone through being in my relationships. Listen, being married is something that I don't look forward to. It's not a desire of mine. It's not a need for me. But for those of you that want to do it, make sure you marry the right person. Because marrying the wrong man will set you back mentally, financially, and spiritually.
Come on.
And then for the men in the back that's going to get on here and talk about, well, that's why you lonely, you this. Nothing that you can say to me on this here internet is going to hurt my feelings.
Okay.
Because 9 times out of 10, it's coming from a bum, broke ass man. A bum.
This lady is spitting absolute facts. It's usually these bum, broke, disgusted, unattractive ones. Don't have a pot to piss in. Always trying to tell a woman about, oh, you're going to die alone with your cat. It's like, sir, I'd rather die alone with my cat than with you. It's always these ones and twos out here. Oh, you gonna die alone. Oh, you just bitter, old, and single. It's like, dude, please cut it out. But more and more, you guys, these men are starting to wake up and realize these women don't need us. These women are out here doing their darn thing. To me, what I have found in my experience, you guys, I have found that the men who are like nice looking men, men who just got it going on, either financially, either with their jobs, they're either high earners, they're nice looking. These men never, in my experience, have so much to say about a single woman because they don't care. They're just like, who cares? It's always this like subpar dude who has so much to say about women choosing to be single all the time. It is absolutely hilarious.
Your bombs. Because the only men that reply and make comments under women posts are men who ain't got shit to do. The men who actually making money, who happy in their marriage and they keep their woman satisfied, they ain't on this app responding and replying and making comments. It's only the bum ass men that ain't got shit else to do. You clocking out because you done with work. You don't even want to pick up no extra hours because you want to do the bare minimum.
Yes.
It's only y'all that's on these apps under women, videos and making comments. One thing I don't comment on other people's stuff.
Exactly.
Because, we all got opinion and we all live a certain type.
This is why I tell you guys, I will watch people, and especially I enjoy watching people who have a difference of opinion. Oftentimes I'll watch these different guys out here too. But I will disagree with them, but I don't put it in their comment section. I'll either use it as something to react to, or I'll just make my own video with my opinion on that subject matter. But these men love to stay in single women's comment section with all of their commentary. It's like, sir, why won't you just go ahead and make yourself your own video and talk about your opinion? Why are you stay coming after single women? It makes no sense.
The reality of life.
Let me clear something up real quick. Some women are not single because they can't find a man. They're single because they found peace, and peace does background checks.
This is why she's single. She's saving herself for someone who has genuine intentions with her from the very first conversation. She does crave love and affection, but she's at the point in her life where she's not going to let temporary people touch her mind, body, or soul. She's done having shallow conversations with people.
A lot of these men are saying that these type of men who come out and basically say why women are choosing to be single, they call these men grifters. They say that they're just coming out here grifting when they can see as a man why a woman would want to be single. They call them grifters. That is funny.
who didn't deserve her precious time in the very first place. Throughout the years, she's experienced trauma that has taken a toll on her mental health, and she will never settle for someone who will make her question her own self-worth ever again.
But these days, these men have no self-control, no self-discipline. They have no courtship. They have no communication. And I'm not saying every man. I'm not saying that. But the men who seem to want to talk to me just think that they could just be in my inbox and just boom, that's just what it is. No, that's not what it is for me, okay?
These men will see a woman who looks like this, really pretty lady, and they see that this woman is single, and they'll still say to someone like her, oh, you're going to die single and alone, as if this woman does not have choices on type of choices on type of choices. Like this woman could have any man she wanted. These men don't like to see and know that women like this who are pretty, she probably has a nice job, she probably taking care of all her bills. They don't like to see these women say that they are happily single. They want to continue to think, oh, no, she's just bitter. She's just bitter. Or they'll say things like she's a 304, or they'll say things like she is ran through, she's for the streets. All these insults they will hurl at these type of women instead of them just admitting the truth. Women are choosing to be single. They are literally choosing to be single, or what I call the singledom, as opposed to being in these relationships with these men. Why? Because these men are a headache. These men are an absolute headache. And these women are saying, I'm going to choose peace over partnership.
I still believe in flowers. I still believe in dates. I still believe in gifts. I still believe in partnership. And that's just not out there, in my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. And for me, I'd rather just stay single. I don't got time. Like every time I open up a social media app, the same person who is in my DMs are like on other females' posts and shit. And it's kind of hilarious. It doesn't make me mad because I honestly don't care, but it just proves a point to me that there's no self-discipline, or everybody's just for everybody. And I'm just not. So that's the answer.
I like myself more than the guy that I'm dating.
And these men are starting to get exposed. These men are just starting to get exposed. See, before social media, these men could play these games. They could run game on women, pretend and act like they're only in a relationship with this woman while he's over here dating another woman. Now, because of all this social media, and you got apps like the T app and the Facebook group, are we dating the same guy? These women are just exposing these men left and right.
I like myself more than the guy that I'm dating. Why am I saying that? Because there was a time when I did not know myself and I settled for less than what I was deserving of. And now I live a life of abundance. I treat myself very well. I date myself. I tend to myself. I take care of myself. I like myself. I love myself. And so because I live a life of abundance, that means that anybody that comes into my life, you have to bring abundance with you and so much more. And I love that for me because it is a beautiful healing and growing process, knowing that I get exactly what I deserve. On top of that, I'm not settling for breadcrumbs. I'm not settling for anything less than my standards. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know that before, and I know that now because I actually like myself more than the person that I'm dating. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with you.
It's just that
you absolutely are supposed to like yourself more than the person you're dating. I know that sounds harsh. That sounds harsh as heck. But you absolutely, ladies, should be more in love with yourself than the man that you're dating. This is also, ladies, why I always say things like, when you get to a point where you're just doing it all on your own, like when you can get to the point where you are taking care of yourself, you are taking care of all of your bills on your own, you have your own house or home, apartment, condo, You have your own car. You have your own education. You have your own money in the bank. You have your own good high credit score. This is why I ask and I try to encourage my ladies to do this first, meaning put your education and your career first before this man. Because when you get used to just being on your own, living a certain lifestyle, this is why I always encourage my ladies, provide the soft lifestyle for yourself. Don't wait for a man or trying to do all these tricks, trying to catch this man who he then is going to provide this soft life for you. This is why I tell you ladies all the time, you provide the soft lifestyle for yourself. And then when you get just comfortable providing that lifestyle for yourself, when you get comfortable just being alone and living that just soft, peaceful lifestyle, ladies, you will tolerate so little from these dudes. Like there is very little that you will be willing to endure from these dudes. The minute you get one whiff that he is on some nonsense, the minute you get one whiff that you believe that he's cheating, he's hearting too many of these Instagram baddies photos, you just, anything that you know is not above board, you just cut them off. Because you're literally comparing, okay, I can stay in this relationship with this man who is causing me heartache and headache, or I can go back to when I was single, providing for myself, living the soft life, and at peace. And when you compare the two, you guys, the answer and the better choice is just so blatant and obvious. And this is why women, when they have gotten accustomed to living on their own, being alone, providing for themselves, they are their own protector, provider, producer. Oh, that's scary. But when somebody else get in a relationship with them, and when that dude starts acting a monkey mess, she can just quickly do the assessment. Like she can quickly do the comparison. And she's like, okay, I can either go back to living how I was living a dream, living this soft life, or I can continue on in this relationship with this man and be confused, be upset, be angry, always concerned about what he's doing. This is why I tell you guys, I don't think that men realize how much heartache and headache they cause. This woman is always worried about what he is doing, where he is sticking that eggplant. It is a constant thing. Even if she's not like vocalizing it, I'm worried about this. Are you cheating? Are you cheating? Most times in the background, you guys, these women are so worried. What is he doing? Where is he going? You know, he can just stay out maybe an hour later than what time he normally comes home. Immediately, we're like, oh God, where was he? Oh, was he doing something? Oh, you know, he smelled a little off today. It is constant worry. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Eye of Danger says, once they leave the man, their ability to pair bound is damaged forever. Yeah. Oh, I think I got a troll in here. Human says that girls have it easier than ever. How so, Human? How do girls have it easier than ever? I personally think that we have it better now because we have more options. We have it better now because we can, you know, get our own our own jobs, make our own money. We have our own careers. So in that aspect, add in here. So in that aspect, yes, we do have it better. But when it comes to these men, I don't think the relationship dynamic is better for men and women when it comes to this dating today, because these men want these women to go back to the 1950s. These men of today, they want the woman to go back into the house, cook, clean, open up her legs, and have his babies. What I call a house slave. He wants a sex slave and a house slave. He wants a sex worker that he does not have to pay for and a house slave that he does not have to pay for. But in addition to that, this is why the women have it worse in these relationships, not when they're single. They have it worse in these relationships with this man because he wants her to be this submissive, stay at home, be fit, feminine, friendly, cook, clean, have his kids, and open up your legs. But at the same time, he wants this woman to pay 50-50 on the bills. Absolutely asinine. So no, I don't think that women have it easier when it comes to being in these relationships with these men. I personally think that these women need to take a time out, go on a celibacy tour.
My reality and what I've seen, there are more miserably married women than there are happy. Now, like I said, if you are happy,
like, it's kind of like an extracurricular activity or like a hobby you don't really want. It's like, why? And I think it's so funny how men are so quick to hop on this app like, well, you're not married. Why would I want to get married to someone who's going to cheat on me? Every single person that I know that is married, about to get married, or in a relationship is either getting cheated on or literally miserable, and misery loves company and they just stay together.
Yeah. Yes.
Does not sound fun. Literally, you're not selling me on the product at all. I choose to stay single because my expectations are not going nowhere, okay? My expectations are honestly still in the fucking gutter, to be honest. But I have self-worth and self-respect, so therefore I'm going to stay single, because why would I just get a boyfriend because everyone's telling me to get a boyfriend and then have them treat me like shit and cheat on me? I'd rather just be single and do my own thing. But I just think it's hilarious how men like come on here and they're like, oh, well, you don't have a man. Yeah, I don't want one. I don't want you. I don't want one. Having a man is like having a child.
It is.
I don't want to take care.
Love this lady. Having a man is like having a child. This is what these men don't want ladies to know. Being a woman who has been in multiple long-term relationships, I have been married multiple times. Having a man is like having another dependent. It just is what it is, you guys. But this is facts. Usually when a woman gets in this relationship with this man, immediately she's going to start cooking for him, cleaning, because we just think that this is our job. She's going to start cooking for him, cleaning for him. She's going to feel the need. She's going to have to open up her legs at least 3 to 4 times a week. She's going to start doing his laundry. She's going to start scrubbing out the skid marks in his undies. Yes. Just the same way that she would if this was a child of hers. They become another dependent, ladies. This is why single women are enjoying being single. They're like, I don't want another dependent. And especially with this high cost of living today, a lot of women are like, I am barely able to take care of myself. How am I going to take on a man? I'm barely able to clean up after my own self after a long, hard day at work. How am I going to come home and take care of this man? Ladies, I know that sounds really harsh, but it is the truth. Having a man is like having another child you have to be considerate of. Washing his clothes, cooking meals for him like you would a child. This is why I'm always telling men, you guys are not worth the work. It is too much work. And especially when this man says that he needs you to go out there and work a 9 to 5 as well. The women from the 1950s could do this and do it with a smile on their face because maintaining that house, being the manager of that house, being the CEO of that house was her job. Now these women have to go outside of the house or even online. They have to work. They have to earn money. And this man wants this woman to work, earn money, pay for half the bills, but also be his little submissive, docile wife. It doesn't work. And so more and more women are saying, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Care of anything. I don't want to take care of you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to listen to you just run your mouth about how you're going to do all these things for me and then don't. I'm single because I want to be, not because men don't try to hit on me. And I want to make that very, very clear.
Educated on what happens when effort disappears. Educated on what happens when communication turns into emojis and
highly intelligent women. I used to downplay my intelligence, but part of the reason why I'm single is because I'm intelligent. When I talk about intelligence, I'm not just referring to academic accolades. In fact, that probably doesn't even matter very much. I'm talking about consciousness, emotional maturity, integrity, a sense, yes, of right and wrong, self-respect, values dignity. These things are signs of highly intelligent people. I think a lot of the time, women are obviously conditioned and taught that if they are single, there's something wrong with them, right? There's a class that everybody took. Maybe they just weren't there for the class, or they weren't concentrating during the class. I remember actually quite a few sisters who were older than me at the time used to say, like, they wonder if there was a Bible lesson on how to find a husband that they missed, right? Because it felt like this mysterious thing. But when you look at most adult single women, you look at their lives and the evidence of their life, the fruits of their life, they are highly intelligent people. There's no way that you can see the things happening around this world. You can observe historically, politically, socially, the way women are oppressed in their homes, in religion, in society, in the workplace, in healthcare, in education, in every area of life, and not see.
Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Hi, Jess. Be sure to say hi and hit the thumbs up button. Say hi to the T-Bird.
That you have a choice. When you choose yourself, when you value your self-respect, you value your dignity, you value the fact that you want to feel safe within yourself internally, as well as in terms of your physical environment, the intelligent option and choice is to remain single. Unless you meet somebody who is just as intelligent and conscious, number one, and number two, is aware of these macro factors, is going to make sure in the interpersonal exchanges and interactions that they have with you, they're going to respect you. They're going to.
This is what a lot of women are coming to the realization of, you guys. A lot of women are coming to the realization, and they're literally saying it. They're like, smart women don't get in relationships with men. I can't. They're like smart women, like not just educated like in school, but like smart women, women who know better. They don't get in relationships with men because we know better. This is why oftentimes you'll see these older women, they're just like, been there, done that. Been there, done that. This is why I tell you guys all the time, when I hear a lady 40 plus and she's like, oh, I want to walk down the aisle. I want to be in my pretty white gown and I just want to get married and find my forever. And I'm like, stop this. Cut it out. You are too old. You are too old. That is a young girl's game. I just want this fairy tale wedding, because they don't know. But a woman who, especially an older woman who has been married before, we know too much. And it's like, we're not going back. We know too much. We know what it is. Especially like women like myself, you've been in multiple long-term relationships. It's like, why would I go back to that? Why would I go back to having to always compromise with these men? Ladies, you know I tell you guys all the time, that's all relationships are. I'm sorry. It's the fact. That's all it is. Even people in so-called loving marriages will tell you marriage and these relationships are compromise. Compromise, compromise, compromise. Like all the time you have to compromise. And women are just saying, I don't want to compromise. I want to be able to get up when the hell I want to get up, not have to worry about, oh, I need to get downstairs to the kitchen and make him some breakfast. I want to be able to come home from work after a long, hard day and not have to worry about, oh, I have to get in the kitchen and cook him dinner. Women are like, I want to be able to just come home, kick off my shoes, and do whatever the hell I want to do. And if that means having Netflix and chill by my darn self, then that's what I'm going to do. Oh, hi, Jaja. I wonder if I'm saying that right. Or is the J like an H? Ha apples or Haja apples or Jaja apples? Either way, I love that name. Hi. Yes, you guys be sure to say hi as you guys come in, and be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Jaja says, freedom is amazing. I've been single now for over 3 years. I'm 30 and loving it. Oh, you have no idea how much I love to hear that. I love to hear my ladies saying they are single and enjoying it. Life is good. Even women who still aspire to be in relationships. Like they're like, one day though, I do want to get married. Like one day I do want to have children. But they're like, but now, right now, I am in my single season and I am loving it. When I tell you ladies, that is like music to my ears. I absolutely love it. Okay, so she says, no, it's Jaja, LOL. I made that name when I was like 12. No way. Jess says, I'm 27 and been single for 3 years. I'm loving it. Oh, I love that for you. I love it for myself. I'm always trying to come onto my platform to show ladies, like being an older lady, being somebody of a big age, being single, being celibate, and like showing you guys like life is so freaking good. Do not listen to these men out here talking about you're going to grow old, you're going to be old, and you're going to be lonely, and you're going to be bitter. These just bitter old ladies. They are lying. They are projecting, you guys. When I tell you life is good, oh, see, I get to testify. I get to testifying. Life is good. I go where I want. I come inside when I want. I stay out as late as I want. If I want to spend the weekend away, I spend the weekend away. You don't have to answer to anybody. You don't have some man trying to monitor you and everywhere you going. When I tell you guys life is so good, if I want to cook, I cook. If I don't want to cook, I don't cook. If I want to go to bed right after a long day's work and get into bed at 8:30, I can get into bed at 8:30. If I want to sleep in on a good Saturday, I can sleep in to 10 o'clock in the morning if I want to. If I get up on a Sunday and I'm just like, you know what, this is just a lazy Sunday. I don't really even want to leave my room. I want to chill out, listen to some good jazz, listen to some old school R&B, light an incense, light a candle, enjoy music. I can do just that. You don't have to answer to anybody. This is what a lot of people, especially people in relationships, don't tell single people. Not only is it a huge compromise when you're in these relationships, but just the nature of these relationships, you guys, you have to always be so considerate of your partner. You have to be considerate of that man that you're with. You have to always like kind of run it past them. What do they think about a thing? So I am loving to see you ladies are single. I am loving it and that you're enjoying it. Like I said, even if you are like, no, but eventually I do want to get married. I'm just waiting for the right man or something like that. But while you're single, you're enjoying your single season. I absolutely love it. Jaja says, I'm a career woman as an attorney. Yes, LOL. I am truly living my best life. Come on. I would get married only if the man is kind, emotionally intelligent, financially stable, and secure. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. That is so true. Indigo. I love that color. Indigo says celibate for 6 years. I love that. I love that. I love it. Jess says, I love that for you women too. Yes, we are choosing ourselves. Absolutely. This is our time. This is our time. Um, Kayla, Kayla says, I'm 33 and never had a long-term relationship. I can't say I'm happy, but I think it has more to do with abandonment wounds than anything. I was adopted as a baby. Sometimes I think being chosen will validate me, but I do love the freedom of being single. Yes, 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 yes. And I get that too. I get that too. Like women who have never been in a long-term relationship, I get that they're just like, I've never been in it, so they want to experience it. I get women who have never been married and they're like, but I do one day want to experience it. I think too, just like part of the human life experience, I think women who want to experience the wedding and the big white gown. I don't have anything against it. I get it. I used to be there. But I'm just telling you guys, as a woman who's been there, done it, and now on this side of things, you're going to see that oftentimes it's just this dream of being married. Oftentimes women, we just like romanticize this whole just idea of walking down the aisle in the beautiful white gown and the big diamond ring. And we oftentimes want the day, right? Like we want the wedding day. We aspire and fantasize about the wedding day. And I don't think we realize that that's not what marriage is, though. Marriage is, in my opinion, I think marriage does not benefit the woman. It benefits this man tremendously because you basically become his assistant. It benefits this man a great deal. But for the woman, I don't think marriage benefits the woman. You are just taking on so much more work. The work of having to just maintain a relationship, the work of having to just basically cater to this man, because this is just what women just tend to do. As soon as we get in relationships, we just want to just cater to this man and my man, and I'm going to do this for the man. And oftentimes our needs and our desires and our wants and things that we want to achieve and accomplish take a back burner to this man. Just like the nature of a woman, when we get in these relationships with these men, we just immediately just put this man first and like, what does he want and what's best for him? And you guys, coming from a woman who's been there, done that, and has been in long-term relationships the majority of my adult life, this side of just like being single, being celibate, and everything is just all about me, it literally has been a reprogramming. Like I will still, even now, catch myself like trying to consider somebody else's position. And I'm like, Tracy, you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to consider somebody else's. It's all about you. It's all about what you want. You're creating your reality. That whole being in relationships, always so just consumed and worried about to what am I going to do for this man? What do I have to do for this man? Do I have to take his clothes to the cleaners? I need to do his laundry today. I need to make his doctor's appointments today. Like all of that time that I used to spend worried about this man and his issues and pushing him forward and being his helpmeet. Now, you guys, you have all of that time to just like redirect and focus back in on you. And it has gotten to the point now in my life where I'm like, how did I don't mean this. I'm not coming from an ill-spirited place when I say this, but I'm literally like, how did I have the time to be in a relationship with a man? When I look up, you guys, my day is over. It's like 6, 7 o'clock. It's time for my spiritual bath. It's time for me to wind down. I'm like, how did I have the time to maintain a relationship with a man? You know how? Because all those things that I do for myself now, putting myself first, concentrating on me and what I want to do, goals that I have set, businesses that I want to start. When I was in relationships with men, I wasn't doing it. When I think about how did I have enough time to do all these things that I'm doing now for myself? Loving on myself, caring for myself, self-love, self-development, starting new businesses. I was like, how did I do all of that when I was in a relationship with a man? You know what the answer is? I wasn't doing all that. I wasn't doing all that for myself. All that time, I was focused in on this man that I would be in relationships with, what he wanted to do. And I was that type of woman, you guys, when I would be in relationships with these men, I would just always just pour so much into these men because it's my man, my man, my man. My friendships would suffer. I would not be committed to growing and nurturing my friendships because everything was about this man. Different things that I would want to do and accomplish and places I would want to go, I literally would just not do them. And I wouldn't even bring it up to the man. Like, oh, I want to do this or I kind of want to do that or I want to take a girls trip. You guys, I wouldn't even bring it to him because I knew that man wouldn't want me to do that. He wouldn't want me to go out with my girlfriends. He wouldn't want me to go out of town. Absolutely not with my girlfriends. And so I just literally wouldn't even do those things. And I wouldn't even bring it up to him. I would just be like, oh, my wifely duty is to just make sure he's happy or make sure to keep peace in the relationship. But what peace in the relationship oftentimes meant was me just basically conceding and doing whatever that man wanted to do. Peace in a relationship oftentimes was me just saying, don't stir up anything. Don't cause him to be upset. Peace was me just don't upset him. Don't bring anything to him that he's going to be upset about. Why would a man, now when you're looking back, it's like, why would your man be upset that you want to take a girls trip? But you guys, when I would be in these relationships with these men would get upset if I wanted to go out with my girls. If I wanted to go out on just a Friday night, it was a big deal. They did not want me hanging out with my friends, you guys. So this is why I tell my story, so that my ladies who have never been in these type of relationships and marriages, so that you ladies know what it entails. You have to put your desires and things that you want to do on the back burner just to please this man because you don't want to upset him. When I tell you guys, My life right now, I literally wake up every day and I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I say, Source, give me an opportunity today to love somebody. Give me an opportunity to show and receive love. I'll say, Source, show me something that gives me pause. Show me something today that gives me awe, that I'm just like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. That's why you guys will hear oftentimes in my videos, I'll just like stop. I'll see a tree and it'll be so magnificent and brilliant. Or I'll see the snow on the mountains and I'm just like, oh my God, I have so much gratitude and appreciation for Source showing me that, bringing me that to my attention. I am so in tune with myself, being single and celibate and not having that man's jizz in my body, not having that man's release in my body. You can just concentrate on you, ladies. And when you are really doing it right, like concentrating on you, creating your own dream reality, because that's all it is, you guys. I know you guys may be thinking that I'm exaggerating. No, it is a simulation, you guys. This reality that we're in is a simulation. You can make it whatever you want to make it. If you have a man in your life who is causing you headache and heartache, chaos and confusion, you can remove him. You don't have to stay with him. If you find out that your man is a cheating whore, you can just remove him out of your story. You are creating your own story, ladies. I need more and more of my ladies to understand and own and know this. You are the creator. You are literally creating your own reality. So if you don't want cheating Brian in your life, you just delete and erase cheating Brian out of your life. If there's somebody in your reality that's causing you confusion and concern, you wake up every day just so worried about this man. You guys, that's not what relationships are supposed to be like. Relationships are supposed to be like going downstream. It's supposed to just be easy and flowing. If you're in a relationship and it just feels like you are just like paddling upstream, that is not the relationship for you. If you are in a relationship and it's causing you nothing but chaos and confusion and you're sad, mad, angry all the time, there's your answer. That is not the relationship for you. What these men don't want you ladies to know is that when you spend time alone, when you fall in love with yourself and you just get really comfortable just being alone and being with yourself and happy with yourself and you love yourself and you entertain yourself, you go out on solo dates, you go solo traveling, you just love being with yourself. They don't want you ladies to know that when you truly fall in love with yourself, there is very little that you will endure and tolerate from these men. Jess says, I don't have anything against women wanting to experience being with someone, but always have your best interest at heart and that it benefits you. Absolutely. Hey, Chris. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come into the live and be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. You guys know that we're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers this year. Akela says, have you been married before? Absolutely. I've been married 5 times. 5 times. One of these fools I married twice. I had to learn that lesson too. Ladies, this is why I always tell my ladies, even if you don't marry a person twice, if you're in a relationship with a man and it doesn't work out, and you know how sometimes, like maybe a couple of months later, you're like, maybe I broke up with him too soon, or maybe I should give him another chance. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's very rare that it will work out. You broke up with him for a reason. Don't do it. Jaja says, oh, you've been around a long time, Jaja. Jaja says, Auntie has been married 5 times. I truly recommend bringing her content. Oh, wow. Wow, Jaja. You remember that? Yep. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. The first man that I married, I got married in my early 20s. I think, in my last semester of college. And he was a religious freak, religious, controlling freak. Ew. The second man that I married, that was the man that I married twice. He was down low. This is why I tell you guys from my own experiences, this is how I can tell you guys the different things that I can tell you guys about these men. You guys know that in all of my videos, I tell you ladies, if you want a man, cool, no problem. Just know, ladies, these men are going to fall in one, if not all, if not multiple of these categories. Out the gate, he's going to be a cheating whore. They are whores. They have no discipline. If he's not a whore, you're going to find out he's down low. That was my second husband. Down low. He liked men. He liked penis. If you don't find out he's down low, you're going to find out he's a PDF file. Yeah. He likes underage girls. If you don't find out that he's a PDF file, you're going to find out that he's going to give you some type of STD, oftentimes an STD that you cannot get rid of. If you don't find out that he's going to give you STD, you're going to find out he has some type of an addiction to gambling, XXX movies, smoking, alcohol. He's going to have some type of an addiction. If it's not one of those, then he's going to physically, emotionally, verbally, mentally, financially abuse you. Period. The end. Every man. I didn't like to say every man. But the percentage of men that don't fall in these 6 categories is so minuscule, it's not worth counting. This is what I have found in my experience. The percentage of men who don't fall in one of these categories is so small that it's not even worth counting. If you ladies know what Auntie is telling you, that all men are going to fall into one, if not all of these categories or multiple of these categories, you can find a man, he'll be a whore and down low. Oh my God. You'll get with a man, he'll be down low and a PDF file. You'll get with a man, he'll be a whore, down low, and a PDF file. Oh my God. Oh! If you ladies know this, if you ladies know what Auntie is saying, and you still want to do that dance with these men, I just simply say, then don't be distraught when you find out he's one, if not all, if not multiple of these categories. Don't be upset. You can just be like, T-Bird told us this. T-Bird told us this. All of these men are going to fall into one, if not multiple, if not all of these categories. I'm telling you guys this from experience. I'm not pulling this information and data out the side of my neck. I'm telling you guys this from life experience. My second husband was a PDF file and down low. Oh my God. And you guys wonder why I'm quick. I'm not sticking around for none of that nonsense. I'm not sticking around for that nonsense. I'm not sticking around for it. I am quick. I've always been that way. I'm an Aries, you guys. So we are very impatient people. I have worked on this a lot throughout the course of my life, but we are very impatient people. And so when it came to relationships, I don't care if I was married to you or not. The minute I find out that you are down low, I am out the door. I don't think twice about it either. And when I cut you off, I just cut you off. I'm not about to be looking back on your social, wondering what you're doing with your life. I'm done. I'm done. If they don't try to be a whore, down low, or a PDF file, These men love to try to control a woman. This is what the second two husbands tried to do with me, and they quickly found out. You do not tame the T-Bird. My nickname, Bird, comes from the fact that you will not cage me. I will not be caged. I would tell these men out the gate, like day one of us dating, I am not the one. I am a go-getter. I am the leader. Don't try to lead me. The last two husbands, that's exactly what they want to do. Thinking they can tell me what to do, where to go, when I can hang out with my friends. What? And it just caused problems. It just caused problems. So that's going to be a no. But ladies, if you ladies know this, what I tell you about these men, and you're still like, no, but Tracy, I still want a man. I still want to be in a relationship. I still want to get married. No judgment here. I'm not trying to keep you from that life experience at all. It's literally I'm like, cool, kudos. But at least you go into it informed. At least you're going to go into it informed, and you won't be shocked like I was when you find out that he down low. You won't be shocked like I was when you find out that he likes penis up his... Oh, you guys know that I think I am the best comedian. Oh my God. Then you ladies won't be shocked. Oh, Jaja said, I had my spiritual awakening last year. Oh my God. And the universe brought me to this channel. Jaja, now you know you're not telling the truth. Jaja said, I had my spiritual awakening last year and the universe brought me to this channel. I truly appreciate your wisdom, insight, and transparency. Oh my God. That is like one of the best compliments I have ever had. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I had my spiritual awakening end of 2020, and I just woke up. I used to drink wine each and every day. I stopped drinking wine, alcohol, period. I stopped drinking wine. I stopped cursing. Every now and then, a curse word might fall out. But before my spiritual awakening, I wouldn't curse like I used the F-bomb. That was kind of rare. Like I had to really be mad for me to use the F-bomb. But saying S-H-I-T and D-A-M-N and ASS, like, yeah, I would say that, and on a pretty regular basis. After my spiritual awakening, I stopped using profanity. I stopped drinking, and I just saw life as just such a gift. That's why they call it the present. It's just like every day is a gift. After I went through my spiritual awakening, that's when I really realized you are literally creating this, Tracy. Like, I'm the star of my show. You guys are the star of your show. You are the star of your reality. So whatever you want your reality to be, it can be just that. I stopped complaining. I remember before my spiritual awakening, I stopped getting easily triggered. Before my spiritual awakening, oh my God, it wasn't necessarily men. It was like this dysfunctional family that I came from. And I would allow these people to get me so triggered that one day I almost stroked out. I was yelling, screaming, and cursing this much at this dysfunctional family. After I had my spiritual awakening, I just started cutting everybody off. Anybody who no longer served me, anybody who was not in my corner, anybody who wasn't supportive of me, anybody who wasn't there when I was down, I just started, I just started cutting them all off. I mean, cutting them all off to the point where it's been years now and I've gone no contact with that family. I don't play around. and there was no turning back. That's right. Jaja said, Amen is fake. We are the authors of our reality. You are the main character. The power is in your hands. I got the power to be me, and I got the power because I'm free. Oh my God, that's so true. Jaja, did you ever read that book? I talked about this book before. Have you ever read that book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle? I keep this on my nightstand. I love this book. Yes, you guys, be sure to like the video as you guys come in and subscribe. We got a goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers this year, so help your girl out. Oh, yeah. Kayla says, looking back, the DL stuff is just so wild. I know. And she said, looking back, did you see any warning signs of their behavior? Looking back, absolutely. Absolutely. But when I was in it, Akela, you can't see it when you're in it. When you're in a relationship, you just have these blinders on. You can't see it. I'm like, it was right there. It's like it was right there. The only person that I can say that I went into the marriage and I knew exactly who he was. And that was the first man that I married, the religious freak, controlling freak. Before I married him, I knew he was a religious freak. He used to actually work at the church. I knew before I married him that he was a religious, controlling freak. But again, I was really kind of heavy in my religion as well. You guys know that I went to private Catholic schools all my life. And I know it sounds crazy now, but I used to be deep into Catholicism, you guys. And so that first husband that I was with, it was like, this is the right thing to do. People were saying, you can't just be shacking up with a man. You need to get married. And so I got married because of this whole religious thing, and this, was the right thing to do. But I knew who he was and what he was about before I married him. The other man, I just couldn't, when I was in it, involved with them in those relationships, I could not see it. Oh, you guys, if you've never read this book called The Power of Now, it will change your life. But I do know that you have to be ready, because I have recommended that book to a lot of people, but they were not there yet. They were not ready. I always recommend that you listen to it on Audible, but I have recommended this book to so many people. Some people get it, and then other people are just like, it's just too far advanced. It's just over their head. So if you're ready to receive the message, then this is why I say to you guys at the end of all of my videos, share the video with someone if you think they're ready to receive it. Because if somebody's not ready to receive the message, it just goes right over their head. Yeah. Okay. So Jaja, I have literally been binge watching Jill Scott's interviews because she's promoting this new album she just came out with. She dropped 2 books that she says that kind of changed her life that I had never heard of. One of them, I think I heard of them, but I definitely hadn't read it. She recommended this book called I'm going to have to pull it up because I saved it. I knew I was going to forget. But the other book that I just heard her say today was called Women of Wolves. Is that right? Women with Wolves. She said if you're a woman, you need to definitely read this book. Do you guys know what book I'm talking about? Let me go here, though, because this other one, as soon as she said it, I said, I'm going to forget it. So let me go ahead just... Celestine Prophecy? I put it in my Amazon cart immediately because I knew I was going to forget it. And she said these books changed her life. I love to hear a good book recommendation that that changed people's lives, because The Power of Now is my book right now. Anytime somebody is like, what book just really just made you go to a higher plane, just like made you like realize that this is just all an illusion, that this is just, and Eastern philosophies, you guys always talk about this. Like this, it's only like over here in the Western world that we're just like kind of waking up to this. That this whole just like human experience that we're having, we know that it's temporary, but we are creating it. After I had my spiritual awakening, I stopped complaining about things. I stopped complaining about family members. I stopped complaining about men. I stopped complaining about work, because it was like once you wake up and realize that you are literally creating it. This is why I always tell you guys, I can always tell somebody who is woke. And I don't mean woke like they, today's society say people are woke if they, I don't know, are more open to, I don't know, the LGBT, and I don't know what woke is. When I say woke, I'm saying you have spiritually awakened, like you know what it is. Once people have spiritually awakened, you don't complain about people anymore. You don't complain about that sad, sorry dude in your life. You don't complain about people at your job. You don't complain about the white man holding you back. Like you don't have the room to complain about anybody, because you now know you're creating this. You literally put these people in your story, in your life experience, to learn a lesson or to just experience that thing. This is why even when I talk about my exes, you guys can hear, I don't have hate for my exes. I don't have hate for them. Even the ones that I later found out were PDF files. Even the download dude. Even the men who were complete whores. I don't have hate for them, because I'm like, I put them in my story. Do you guys see how profound that is? This is why I always tell people, you can't be woke and a victim. Like you can't be woke and like somebody did something to me. Once you wake up, you guys, you realize I put that experience in my life. I am the one who's creating this. So I clearly put that person in my story because I wanted to experience that. And this is why I oftentimes tell my ladies, I'm just in a chapter in my life now where it does not involve men in a romantic capacity. A man cannot do anything for me when it comes to love and romance. He is useless. Now, do I have relationships with men in different capacities, like business and work and of course family? Yes, absolutely. I love men. I live with 4 men. But as a romantic partner, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, over. They are useless. They are useless. When you ladies learn to like truly love yourself, fall in love with yourself, you will too realize how useless these men are. Unless you're still at that point in your life where you're like, no T, I still, no T, I still want some D. Look, no judgment here. I get it. I get it. You guys know, I told you the last relationship that I was in, I was coming off of that relationship. The last relationship that I was in, you guys, was the relationship that I told you that I clearly had gotten igmatized. And I came off of that relationship and went right into my celibacy tour. So it wasn't that long ago. I know exactly that feeling when you still just want that intimacy and those sexual encounters with a man. I get it. But this is why I tell my ladies, that's all they're good for. If you want some D, get the D, pat them on their bottoms and tell them to scram. They're not good for anything else, especially not today. They can't pay your bill. Oh my God. They can't pay your bills. They can't even pay their own bills. They can't give you any money to put in your savings account. They can't help you out. They can't fix your car. If something happens to your car, they can't fix your car. You're going to have to take it to a mechanic, the same as you would if you were single. They are useless. Again, I love men, but when it comes to romantic relationships, I personally think they are absolutely useless. Get some D and tell them to scram. Jaja says, I am a woman who runs with the wolves. I love it. Oh, I want to read that book. Women who run with the women who run with wolves. I am all over that, Jaja. I got it in my cart. I am going to get that book. And I'm one of those people, you guys, where that's right. Jaja says, when the student is ready, the master will appear. That is so freaking true. So true. I remember back when I was like in my early 30s, I was dating a guy and he went to India and he had learned a lot about like these Eastern philosophies and spirituality. And when he came back, he was trying to explain it to me. And he was saying that, I think he was saying that he was going to stop using the words that he was a Christian. And that he was like, he didn't follow that anymore because he had like learned this other way of seeing life and reality. He was basically trying to tell me back then what I now know after going through my spiritual awakening. But at that time, I wasn't ready. I was like early 30s. I just wasn't ready to receive it. And he was trying to give it to me but I was just like, no. I mean, just the thought of him trying to say that he wasn't a Christian anymore was just too much for me. I was just like, you can't say that. You cannot say that. And he was like, I have literally like denounced the Christianity. He was like, no, I don't follow any religion anymore. And I was like, no, you can't say that. I just wasn't ready to receive it. And this is why I'm always telling you, ladies, share the message if you think that person can receive it. Because if they're not ready to receive it, it's just going to go over their head anyway. They're just going to reject it and probably just become combative anyway. Jaja said, the universe woke me up at 29. Ooh, you got a head start. Sometimes I used to wonder, I wish I would have woke up back in my 20s. But then I always say, there's no such thing as a coincidence, right? There's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything happens at divine timing. She said she woke up at 29. I have at least 60 more years left. Yes, LOL. And I've been celibate for 3 years. Sometimes I feel like I'm too young to be abstinent for the remainder of my life. When I was 15 years old, Jaja, I used to think that I was going to be a nun. A nun. I was like, I'm going to be a nun. And I used to wear this gold chain, and I used to have a cross on it, like huge. It was like this big, you guys. And I was like, I'm 15. And everybody would be like, why do you got that gold chain on like that? Why you got on that gold cross like that? That cross is big, like obnoxiously big. Like people were like, why do you have that gold cross on? Why are you wearing that gold cross? You know, I'm 15. I should be playing around and I don't know, crushing on boys or something. And I was like, I am going to be a nun. I was serious. I mean, serious. I hadn't kissed a boy yet. I was just like, I am saving myself with Oh, I was like, I am saving myself for the Lord. Oh, I need to stop. It is not this much exaggeration in that story. Facts. Anybody who knew me back then, they know that I'm telling absolute facts. I thought I was going to be a nun. And then I lost my virginity to some knucklehead dude. And it was absolutely disgusting. But he was my boyfriend. And I'm like, ooh, no, it's my boyfriend. It's my boy. I didn't lose my virginity at 15, you guys. I think I was like 17. But I was holding on to being a nun. And then I saw this guy. And I was like, oh my God, he's so dreamy. And he my boyfriend. And then my best friend, all of my girlfriends were more advanced than me. They were my same age, but they were more advanced, definitely when it came to boys and things like that. And they were like, what? You haven't had sex yet? And I was like, I don't think. And I was like, can you be in a relationship and never have sex? And they were like, no, you got to have sex. Peer pressure type thing. And the guy that I lost my virginity to, he lost his virginity to me too. So he didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. It was absolutely horrific. And I'll never forget. Why don't I stop? I told my girlfriend, I was like, his penis was like a worm. Oh my God. Oh, I said, his penis was like a worm. And they were like, really? And they were trying to tell me, no, the next time it'll be better. I was like, there will be no next time. And I remember I started doing all this research on a born again virgin. I'm like, I want my virginity back. I was like, I want my virginity back. When I tell you guys, I'm serious as hell. I was crying. I was so sad. I felt like I had disappointed the Lord. I was like, I was saving myself for God. And it was horrible. And I was like, I need to be a born again virgin. How can I be a born again virgin? And then I remember I didn't have sex for like a long time after then because I was like trying to give myself back to the Lord. I was so distraught. And so yeah, being celibate for the rest of your life is possible. It's possible. Okay, you guys, let me finish this up. Jess says, that's where I'm stuck. I am still attracted to men. Yes, Jess, yes. I still see men too. And I'm like, that is a really nice looking man. But no, I have no desire to have sex with them. Jess says, that's where I'm stuck. I am still attracted to men and I have needs, but then reality sets in, LOL. I've been abstinent for a while. Wow, good for you. You ladies are doing phenomenal. Kayla says, I feel like it's not even the sex for me. I just want to hug some. Now, Kayla, you done said too much. You said too much. Kayla, when I went celibate, that is what I missed the most. I was like, I miss hugs. I miss just hugs. Just like being touched, like being hugged. You guys know that I am like stuck, like my nighttime TV series. Every single night I watch Orange is the New Black. And there's this episode where the girl in there is getting ready for a visit with her fiance. And she goes to the salon in prison. She goes to the salon to get her hair done. And when she goes back in the sink like this to get her hair washed. The lady is massaging her hair and washing her scalp. And she literally starts crying. And the lady was like, "What's wrong? Why are you crying?" And she was like, "I have not been touched in so long." She was like, "It just feels so good." That's how it was for me, you guys. It's like, that's what I missed the most. It wasn't being celibate. It's not the act of having sex, making whoopee, none of that. It is literally hugs. I love hugs. And so, you know what I did, Kayla? I just started hugging people. All of my friends, friends that I see at the gym, they'll tell you, I am a hugger. I am a hugger. I walk up to my friends, I'll be like, "Hey, hey, 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 hey." I just be hugging on my girlfriends and my friends, period. I hug people. Even when I meet people, I'll say, "I'm a hugger." Like, just so you know, I'm not let me shake your hands. I'm like, "I'm a hugger." And they'll be like, "Oh," most of the times people are like, "Oh, I am too." And we'll just be hugging. I hug my son every day. That's how I got around that. But that is the thing that I missed the most when I started my celibacy tour. Hugs. That is so funny. No, you're not late. Kayla said, at 33, I feel so late. No, not at all. Not at all. Kayla says, mine was so bad. I remember he got mad. Oh, she's talking about when she lost her virginity. She said, mine was so bad. I remember he got mad because I was uncomfortable because I was so... Kayla. She was so... and he asked me if I was going to make him waste another condom. Bastard. If you're going to make him waste another condom, he should have been lucky. He should have been happy to waste a whole box of condoms if he had to. Oh, she said she definitely felt shame afterwards as well. Shake my head. If it was up to me, and like I told you guys, I am of a big age, and I didn't get demonetized until 4 years ago. So I'm at my big age. So that means all that time from 17 to 49, I was in these relationships with these men. And if I'm being honest, you guys, the sex with all of them was just, I'm going to do it because I'm in a relationship. I always came from that place where it's like, if you're going to be in a relationship with a man, Tracy, you know that men need whoopee. So if you're going to be in a relationship, you got to give up the whoopee. So all the men that I've ever been in relationships with, they would never say, "Oh no, Tracy was stingy with the whoopee." No, because I went into it like this is what men need, and they need it on a regular basis. If they don't get it, they're going to go out and find somebody else who will. They have no discipline. So I was always coming from that space, so I would always make sure that we made whoopee on a very regular basis. But if I'm being completely honest, you guys, up until my most recent relationship, where the whoopee was phenomenal. Before then, you guys, all of these men, all of my previous exes, the sex, for me, my experience with sex was just, I could take it or leave it. I told you guys, I didn't find out until later on in life that that's called asexual. Like I could just take it or leave it. I don't actually desire it, like that. I always tell people that actually the best sex before my most recent ex, the best sex that I ever had was with a woman. I can't. I should have known something then. But I continued on after that relationship because I was in a relationship with a woman in my 20s for just a couple of years. But that was the best sex I had ever had. I went on to be with men in these relationships and marriages, and I remember I would always think like, it's not the same as it was when I was with that woman. It wasn't the same when I was in that relationship with that woman. And it isn't, you guys. It's just totally different. But because I too was programmed, it was just like, you gotta like this, right? You gotta like heterosexual sex better because this is the right way, a man and a woman. So what's wrong with you, Tracy? Figure it out. Get it together. You have to prefer intimacy with a man. And now looking back, it's like I didn't actually enjoy it at all. I was just, going with the motions, doing what I had to do. Doing what I had to do to please the man that I was with. Again, more sacrifices, more compromises that I'm always telling you ladies that you'll do when you're in these relationships with these men. It's just the nature of the beast. You're going to make whoopee with him even when you don't want to. And like I tell you ladies all the time, this whole, I have a headache. I stubbed my toe. I had a hard day at work. It's only going to go so far before that man is going to be like, oh, okay. And then he's going to go and dip that eggplant into the next warm hole he can find. They have no loyalty. They have no loyalty. They don't care anything about you had a long day at work. I just simply try to come on here to warn my ladies. This is what relationships entail. This is what marriage really and truly is. If you're single, enjoy this single season. If you're single and celibate, enjoy it. Don't be in such a rush to want to find a man, catch a man, get a man. Your auntie is telling you these men are hard work. They are hard work. It takes a lot of effort, you guys, ladies, I'm telling you, and even more so for the woman. This man feels like he can just go to work, come home, sit on the couch, put his hands in his pants and watch TV and let you do all the work and cooking and cleaning around that house. It's going to be more work for you, woman. Knowing that you still want to do it, cool. But just at least go into it informed. Just at least go into these relationships with these men knowing what it is. For you, woman, it doesn't benefit you. And oftentimes you are going to put yourself, your goals, your desires, your things that you want to accomplish, you're going to put it on the back burner for this man, trying to please this man, trying to be in this relationship with this man. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. But you guys, how did you find out you were cheated on if you found out, and what did you do afterwards? Oh, Kayla, I did see the trailer for Blue Therapy on Netflix. You guys know I'm a Netflix queen. I did see the trailer, and as a matter of fact, I think I may have started the first episode, but then I got so busy cooking and running around the house and doing my 10,000 steps that I walked away from it. And so I'm going to try to give it another chance. Was it any good? Blue Therapy on Netflix. Jaja says, how did you find out you were cheated on? If you found out, and what did you do afterwards? In each relationship, the way I found out was different. In some relationships, I just flat out found out either I found the text messages and phone numbers and all that. I found out that way. I have found out before, which goes down in my book as the most entertaining way a woman can find out her man is cheating. And I tell the story all the time. I'll tell you guys on another video, but I've told it here on YouTube before. But I have found out where the woman actually found me and let me know that she had been with my man. They were in a whole relationship for like a year. And I was in a relationship with this man for like 7 years at that time that I found out. I had found out where I just had a gut feeling. Like my intuition was screaming, this man is sharing his penis. I confront the man and the man would be like, no, I'm not cheating. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But my gut was so strong. My intuition was so strong. And I tell you ladies all the time, listen to your intuition. We don't have intuition for nothing. Listen to your intuition. And I have broken up with men just because my gut said so. And I've had men say, you can't break up with me just because you don't have any proof. You don't have, and I'll say, my gut is my proof. My intuition is my proof. You don't have any evidence. Yes, I do. Source told me what you're doing. My intuition tells me what you're doing. And when I find out, I've done different things. Like in past relationships, when I would find out that the man was cheating, Most of the time, that's what I did. I just left. I'm not one, you guys, to be sticking around. I told you guys, I am impatient as hell. I am not one to be sticking around fighting and fussing with no dude about his cheating horse ways. I'm not doing it. I don't have the time. It takes too much energy. I just be on to the next, you guys. Like, I will be deeply in love with you on Tuesday. If I find out that you cheated on me, that you were disloyal, you have no commitment, on Thursday, bye. Bye. I'm done. I'm just like, bye. If you live in my house, I'm like, bye, move out. If I live with you, I'm calling the moving company. Hi, can you come to blah, 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 blah. And yes, I have this much furniture and blah, 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 blah. This is why I always tell my ladies, get your own. Always get yourself established, get your own education, your own career, your own degree, your own money in the bank, high credit score. Concentrate on you. Build your own self up, because when these men start acting a monkey mess, like they all do, ladies. The minute that you find out that he's a cheating whore, you can just be like, can you come pick up my things and blah, blah, blah. I've moved out of men's houses so fast that by the time I have moved out of men's houses so fast that by the time they left the house that morning at 8:30 to go to work by 9, by the time they got home at 5:30, I was gone. Like literally the house was empty. I had called a moving company, had all of my furniture moved out the house, all of my clothes, all of my belongings, and was gone. This man had no idea. But that's what you can do when you have your own. That's what you can do. You can just be like, bye. I told you guys, as soon as I find out that if I get a whiff that a man is on some nonsense, if I just get a really good, strong intuition, your girl has no problem. Hi, do you guys have any apartments available? Uh-huh. What's the shortest amount of lease that you can do? 6 months? Okay, yeah. When can I come by and look at the apartment? Today? Oh, okay, no problem. This dude will be over here thinking he got away with something, because usually when I find out that they're cheating, I'm not one to be arguing, fussing, and fighting with you, yelling and screaming. I'm not doing it. So as soon as I find out that you're on that nonsense, I'm going to come to you, and it looks like this. I'll say, so is there anything that you want to tell me? I always try to give these fools an opportunity to come clean. They never do. No, what you mean? What you talking about? What you talking about? I've just been kind of watching you and how you've been moving lately. And are you messing around? You messing around on me? No, baby, why would you say that? No, I ain't messing around. You know you always be talking about source and your intuition. And no, baby, I ain't never, no, baby, please, no. I'm not raising my voice with you. Any of my exes can tell you this. I'm not raising my voice with you. I'm not yelling. I'm not screaming. I'm not using any profanity. Now, back when I was a young girl, in my 20s, late teens, yeah, I find out my boyfriend cheating. I'm crying. I'm so upset. Why are you? But ever since my mid-20s, if I find out that a man was cheating on me, I'm going to approach you. We're going to have a conversation. Is there anything you need to tell me? He's going to lie. They always do. And then I'm just listening to him. This is why I always tell you, ladies, listen to what they're not saying. Don't listen to these words coming out their mouths. If their mouths are moving, these men are lying. Look at his mannerisms and listen to what he's not saying. If he got all the little shifty eyes and can't really look at you in your eyes and just looking, no, baby, no, why you say that? No. You're not confronting him to get the answer. He's going to lie. You're having the conversation to listen to what he's not saying and watch his mannerisms. You're going to get your answer just like that. And I've always been the one. As soon as I have my answer, I'm like, and so I'll let, oftentimes these men, because I'm not really reacting, because I'm not really yelling, screaming, using profanity, the man actually thinks at the end of the conversation that he's gotten away with it. So, because I'm not just like, yes, you are cheating. You need to tell me the truth right now. I need to know. Are you cheating? What is her name? I know you're with Big Butt Belinda. I know it. I saw you with Maria. Because I'm not doing all that, I'm just usually like this. This is why I always tell men, man who's known me and deal with me, I'm always like, you should know when I'm already done with you. Because when I start giving you a look like this, I'm done. I'm already out the door. You are already in my rearview mirror. And so usually the man gets to talking. He thinks that he's convincing me and persuading me that he hasn't cheated on me. But I'm just looking at him like this. And so then by the end of the conversation, I'm like, okay. I've gotten all my answers. I know everything I want to know. So I'm just like, okay. And then he'll be like, so you see what I mean, baby? So that's what I'm saying. Your intuition is off. Your intuition ain't telling you the truth. I ain't done nothing. And I'll be like this. Okay. So, baby, we good? We good? Yeah, we good. All right, baby. Give me a kiss. And they'll be out the door. And your girl T-Bird. Boop, 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 boop. Hi, is this the Elysians? Elysians are this apartment complex here in Las Vegas, and the apartments are fabulous. I used to stay there. Hi, is this the Elysian? Yes. Do you guys have any apartments available? Yeah, but all we have available is a studio apartments. Oh, no problem. I'll take whatever you got. When can I schedule an appointment to come see it? Oh, well, can you come by today? Sure can. Your girl T, plotting and planning. I'm gone. Go see that apartment. Like it, love it. It don't need to be fabulous. I just need to get gone. Ladies, the only way you can do this, though, is if you have a good credit score already set up. If you have money already saved in your savings account. That's the only way that you're going to be able to just up and leave when this dude is on his nonsense. I have had men come home from a long day at work and T-Bird is gone. Moved all my furniture. Out, gone. Ladies, you don't ever want to be in this position where these men got you by the balls. You don't ever want to be in a position where these men can tell you and dictate to you when you can go. I don't care what these people say. Oh, I've heard people say, oh, you should never have a plan B when you're entering into a relationship, because that just basically means that you're already planning for the demise of the relationship. Ladies, don't listen to these people. You had better always have a plan B. Always, ladies. I mean, always. Always have your own. This is what these men can't stand so much about a boss babe. This is why they don't like for independent boss babe women like myself to try to school you young ladies. They don't want us to tell you ladies what we have learned and know. They don't want you ladies to get this sage wisdom that we have to offer. I would not steer you wrong, ladies. I'm not telling you not to love. I love love. Like I love love. I was talking to somebody the other day and they were just like, do you regret being with, in that relationship with that man or being married to that man? I'm like, absolutely not. Because I can just think back on when it was good, when it was new, and that just loving feeling and the butterflies in your feeling, it just feels so good. And I always tell people, I love love. But I just want my ladies to be informed, to be prepared. It's not that you are just giving up on love. It's not that you just don't believe in love and relationships and marriages. It just means that you make an informed decision. And you're like, if things were to ever go wrong, I have a backup plan. Do I have a good credit score that on a moment's notice, I can go and rent me an apartment and get up out of here? Do I have money in the bank? At a moment's notice, I can just up and leave. Do I have my own job? I'm not dependent on this man for his money and his income. So that when you do find out that he's down low, when you do find out that he plays around with underage girls, you just leave. You just leave. You don't have to fight. You don't have to fuss. You don't have to be on the phone with your mom. I don't know what I'm going to do. You just make a plan. You just like, cool. It's just as easy as if you were to decide you want to move out of town. You just make a plan and you're just like, okay. Call the moving company, call wherever you're going to move to, see where you can get an apartment. You got money in the bank. You got a good credit score. When they say they need to run your credit to see if you're qualified to get the apartment. You like, I know I'm going to be qualified. I already got an 800 credit score. I already got a 780 credit score. You already got everything lined up. And it just makes breakups so much easier. It's not so much of a heartache and a struggle when you find out that these men are trash. You're just like, I just had the experience. At least I just enjoyed the experience. I had the experience with that person. I enjoyed that part of my life experience. Here are the lessons that I learned from that relationship. And now I'm moving on bigger and better. All I'm trying to do is save you ladies from all the heartache that I went through. Now, I have always been a very prepared person, meaning have money in the bank, my own business, my own career, very high credit score, my own car, my own house, my own apartment. I've always been that type. I've always been in that position. But at least I'm trying to also save you ladies like the heartache that I went through though. Like when I would find these things out about this dude. Do you guys know how devastating that is when you find out that a dude that you were in a relationship with was down low? What? Do you guys know how devastating that is when you find out that a dude that you were with is a PDF file? Like distraught doesn't sound like a good enough word. You are like mind blown. This is why I say it as often as I can say it to you ladies to normalize it. Ladies, the majority of these black and brown men are down low. I try to say it as often as I can so that you ladies, when you do find out, you're not so distraught like I was. You're not like, oh my God. Oh my God. You're just like, T-Bird said that most of these men out here down low. She said that. She said that. And then you're just like moving right along. You're just like, as soon as you find out the dude cheating, as soon as you find out he's one, if not all, if multiple of these 6 things, as soon as you find out, you're just like, I've been listening to T-Bird. I saw that coming. I saw that coming. And you just start making your plan to just keep going. Jaja says, how do you discover that someone is a PDF file? That's crazy scary. Yes, it is. I didn't find out until after I had ended the relationship. I ended the relationship with that particular guy because he was down low. He was a girl. He liked penises up his butt. But I later found out. But even though it was later, Jaja, it was still like, oh my God, I am sick. Like, I'm sick to my stomach. I'm going to vomit. But I found out that he was a PDF file years later, after I was with him. Like years, almost a decade later, I found out that he was a PDF file. And it was still sickening. Kayla says, why do you think that is the case though? Why are so many DL? Kayla, we will never freaking know. In my opinion, I think that it's because, especially like, I think it's so prevalent in the Black and brown communities, because these men were raised not to experiment. And they were raised to, you got to do it one way. Like, it's against the Lord. It's against the Bible. It's against your religion to experiment with the same sex. And so they just, in my opinion, I just feel like they just suppress it, but it doesn't go anywhere. It's still there. That attraction is still there. And then when they become adult men, now they are wanting to experiment with it, but they don't want anybody to know about it. They don't feel comfortable, which sounds crazy as hell in 2026, that they don't feel comfortable just coming out and living their authentic lives. And especially with this younger generation, it is no reason for these dudes to be down low. More and more, these younger women are like, they say pansexual. That was another sexual that I just heard somebody say the other day. And they said that meant that they're just attracted to femininity. So they don't care if it's in a man or a woman. They're just attracted to feminine energy. I forgot what that's called. But these younger generations, like, they are so open to it. It doesn't make any sense why all these men are down low like this. It's crazy. But yes, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. I am at my 2-hour mark. You guys, thank you so much. I love you guys. Jaja, Kayla. Let me get some of these other people. Larry Wilson, you came in late. I couldn't really see your conversation because you came in late, but I have an appointment, you guys, at 2:30, so I got to get going because I got to prepare for my appointment. But you guys, Kayla, Jaja, I'm missing somebody. Let me scroll up here. Can give this shout out. You guys kept the conversation. Jess, oh yes, Jess. Thank you guys so much. You guys keep the conversation going. This is why I absolutely love doing the chats, because it gives me an opportunity to just sit back and chat with you guys. But you guys, make sure that you hit that like button and make sure that you guys subscribe. But more importantly, you guys, turn on the notifications, because I want to start doing some more pop-ups where I just will go live on my phone, and maybe I'll be eating again. You guys know I love a good You guys know I love a good mukbang, eating my lunch or eating my dinner as I'm chatting with you guys. I love, love, love to do that. Just impromptu, just informal. I love to do that. I am going to incorporate more of those, and they won't be scheduled, you guys. So make sure you have on your notifications so you guys know, so you can join me when I'm eating and having my dinner or something like that. And I might do it. I might do something this weekend. So you guys be sure to turn on that bell notifications. But I'm going to hop off of here for now, you guys, because I have an appointment that I need to go to. But you guys, thank you so much for joining me for the live. The conversation was phenomenal. I love you ladies so freaking much. The conversation was phenomenal. You guys know daily uploads every day at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We go live for sure every Thursday. I think I'm going to be able to get back to maybe my 2 o'clock live time. I don't know, but sometime in the afternoon. But absolutely every Thursday is our date for going live. But then also, you guys be looking out for these impromptu. Might just roll up on you guys, pop up on you guys, and we're gonna just, sit and chill and eat our good dinner or lunch or whatever you're having, and just enjoy each other and have a good live. But you guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys on the next